Hello, everybody. It's Dave Robles with Think Real Estate, bringing you episode 16 of the California Corona Staycation show. Can you believe it? 16 already. So last night, as I was doing dishes and singing, while I do the dishes, to my favorite Neil Diamond songs, as my daughter rolled her eyes, I had this thought in my head. Would Neil Diamond have been a bigger star if it weren't for Barry Manilow? I mean, these are the things that keep me up, just so you know. And I know you're probably dissing me right now, but if Sweet Caroline comes on, you sing to it, and I know you do. Okay? Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. And everybody knows that part. Okay. So, more importantly, I want to tell you four forms you need to know about if you are a real estate agent, or if you are selling or buying a house, or if you live in a house that is for sale or for lease. Because the California Association of Realtors just came out with 4 very, very important forms that everybody needs to be aware of. The first one they came out was called the Coronavirus Addendum or Amendment. Okay, this came out first, and it was basically a form that was to allow for a buyer to cancel the sale or extend the contingencies if for unforeseen circumstances prevented them from carrying out their inspection or getting a loan or closing the escrow. Now, theoretically, those steps can currently take place. But hey, we're in unprecedented times here, and who knows what can transpire that will prevent those things from occurring. But from a logistical perspective, they can be done now. Sellers did not like this form. Sellers felt that it gave the buyer an opportunity to cancel for no reason at the end of the escrow. But it's not really for no reason. And there is something called force majeure, which this is really about. And it's specific to things that are unforeseen circumstances. So they came out with another form. This one's called the Notice of Unforeseen Coronavirus Circumstances. And it really outlines the specific items, for example, loan related, loss of income due to unforeseen corona circumstances, notary appointment delay, lender delay due to unforeseen circumstances. And then B is shelter in place at home or other government order. Personal impact, maybe that you have been diagnosed with COVID, or that you're hospitalized, or you've been ordered into a quarantine that prevents you from signing something. So it's got to be one of those reasons in order for you to really use the force majeure to get out of the contract. Now, the second one, or the third one they came out with let's do this one. It's called the Coronavirus Property Entry Advisory and Declaration. Okay. So basically this outlines the rules that everybody must follow if they are going to be entering a home. And this applies if you are a tenant, or if you are seeing a rental property. Things happen. You know, you may have to move out of your apartment and move into another apartment. Something like this is something you need to sign. In fact, we can't operate without somebody signing this form. And it talks about the fact that it's dangerous, okay? Walking into somebody's home right now, or leaving your home, is considered dangerous. And I think that's the first thing everybody should kind of understand. Leaving your home is dangerous, people, okay? But there's an item here that I thought was kind of funny. Number 4 says that you cannot see a home if you believe that, by signing this, you believe that you are not likely to transmit or contract COVID-19. How is that possible? How is that at all possible? How do I believe that I am not likely to transmit or contract COVID-19? I don't know. That one doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But this form is really, really important, especially if you're a realtor and need to do CYA, you know what I mean? Okay, then they came out with a listing agreement, coronavirus addendum or amendment, okay? First of all, do you know the difference between an addendum and an amendment? Okay, let me tell you. Let me show you. Here's an addendum, okay? An addendum adds an additional document to an already made agreement, okay? Adds an additional document, okay? An amendment makes a change to an existing document, okay? So one is more about changing a term that's in an existing agreement, and the other is adding a new form or document to an agreement. Slight, but they're different. Okay. Here's the listing agreement, coronavirus addendum or amendment. And it really dictates how houses will be shown, how they should be shown, what precautions a realtor and a seller and a prospective buyer and their agent need to take if they're going to be showing any property. And it also applies to people who are taking the photographs, inspectors, person installing the signs, homeowner association inspections, fumigation, final verification and walkthrough. Okay, so our California Association of Realtors, I think, gets pretty good marks for coming out quickly with items to help agents carry on their job in an organized, somewhat safe manner. So kudos to them, and I know not all realtors like them, but I think they've really earned their fee this month. So there you go. If you are a realtor, know about these forms, okay? If you are doing any kind of business right now, and if you're not, and if you're able to stay at home and self-isolate and do that kind of thing, great. That's the best way to stay safe, okay? And if you're a seller and if you're a home or a buyer, this is not a time to casually shop for real estate. This is not a time to casually put your house on the market, but there are circumstances that do require it. And if you're in one of those positions, let's do it, and let's take the precautions that are 100% necessary. Okay? So there you go. 4 forms that you need to know if you are involved in a real estate transaction. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you soon. Bye.